Kayla Brooke from CreativeSavingsBlog.com, and I have jumped on the bullet journal train. Now, in case you're not familiar with what a bullet journal is, it's basically a planner, a journal, and a note taker all in one. And I'm not joking when I say this very simple tool has not only skyrocketed my productivity, but it's also made me way more organized than I've ever been before. I've been bullet journaling for a few months now, and this is actually my second journal. My first bullet journal ended up being a huge learning experience, but now that I'm sort of getting into the groove, I thought that I would take a few minutes today and show you exactly how I personally bullet journal, as well as a flip through of my pages so far. So the first page I have is my index page. This is where every collection, tracker, weekly spread, and anything else I deem important gets written down, along with a coordinating page number. This is so I can find what I'm looking for really easily. The future log is how I plan ahead. I have 6 months listed here, along with any major events, promotions, or tasks that I need to remember. One thing I still use though is my phone calendar for monthly events and appointments. My project planner page is where I have a list of all my current projects and whether or not they're work projects or home projects. Then I have a page number where the specific tasks of the projects are found. I also include the date when I hope to complete the project, as well as an X to signify that it's finished. This is a sample spread of a project that is fleshed out. I like to break down my projects into a task list, although some tasks even need to be broken down further. I also have a project log section to see when I've worked on the project and any notes that relate to the project. If I reference this project in one of my daily spreads, I can also put a page number to signify where the information is when I need it. Next is my online order tracker, which is super handy because I order quite a few things online versus going to the store. I used to keep the order and shipping confirmations in my email until the items would arrive, but this page eliminates the need for that since I just track it here. This page is for any graphic design assignments that I've outsourced for my blog. I have a couple of girls who are very talented and they help me out with graphics and printables. Then I have a money owed page, because as a blogger, I have a lot of income streams from different sources, and sometimes I don't get paid until 30, 60, or 90 days down the road. So this is just for me to keep track and make sure that I do get paid. And of course, I also like to keep track of birthdays and anniversaries so I don't forget to send a gift or a card. At the beginning of every month, I have a calendar page and an income goals page. The calendar page is specifically where my editorial calendar is only. This is so I know what blog posts are going up and when, and also when I'm sending out my newsletter. On the right column, I have a daily focus. I like to batch my tasks because it makes me way more organized and productive. Each day is either about photography, drafting posts, finalizing posts, email campaigns, etc. It just depends on the specific day as to what I do. For my income and goals page, I list out my 4 major income streams and what I plan to earn that month. Then at the end of the month, I write in the actual totals to see how they compare to my goal. I also have specific projects and tasks related to the month that I want to tackle. These are both business and personal tasks. Lastly, I have brands that I want to connect with each month just to see if there's a way for us to work together, for instance on a blog post or a social media campaign. My weekly spread is one of my favorite spreads. I plan out my week every Sunday evening and it helps me know exactly what I need to do to stay in line with my monthly projects and goals. I first look at my phone calendar and write in any events or appointments that I have going on that week. Then I fill in any blog posts that go up on certain days. In the middle column, I have 5 different habits that I'm currently tracking: my morning routine, my evening routine, fruit and veggie intake for the day, and a 15-minute pickup. I also write down the workout I did for that day. Then on the right page, which I tend to switch up the format a little bit, but generally I have these 4 sections written down. Some sort of menu, a to-do list separated into business and personal tasks, a note section, and then a peek at what's coming up next week. On my daily pages, I have events for the day listed with a circle, and my to-do list in bullet points, hence the bullet journal. When I finish each task, I put an X through the bullet. If I don't finish the task, then I put a little arrow next to it and migrate it to another day. One of the things I love most about the bullet journal is that you set up your next day's to-do list the night before. You don't do an entire week ahead of time. This allows you to have as much space as you need for the day, including any notes from phone calls or upcoming events. Do you remember how I mentioned I was tracking my morning and evening routine as habits on my weekly spread? This page is the schedule that I'm trying to keep. Helps me get the most important stuff done at the beginning of the day, like my workout and Bible time, and also wind down at night before bed. The last collection that I have is a series tracker. I'm in the middle of a lot of TV shows, and Joseph and I like to watch one episode a night as a special treat. This helps me keep track of the series and which episode I'm on. That's pretty much it. The biggest thing to remember is you don't have to hyper-organize your bullet journal into sections. When you need to start a new day, a spread, or a collection page, all you have to do is open it up to the next page. The page numbers at the bottom and the index are what helps keep everything organized. I hope you enjoyed this little peek into my bullet journal. Like I said before, it's the tool that keeps me really organized, and it's basically my entire life in one notebook. If you have any questions at all about the bullet journal, please leave a comment below and I will answer them as best I can. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel and you'll get a notification whenever I make a new one. Have a great day!